Coming up on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy. After starting in August, the season comes down to this. One day where new and traditional rivals collide on the greatest day in high school sports. The Battle of Breezy Bend takes on a little more meaning this year as the Leicester Wolverines look for a Division IIA Super Bowl berth. Auburn looks to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they travel down Route 12 to face Oxford. Millbury tries to defend its Division IIA championship with a win over the Grafton Indians. Wachusett aims for their 10th straight win against the Naps of Holy Name. Bitter rivals Southbridge and Bartlett renew their decades-old rivalry. And Uxbridge looks to ruin Northbridge's holiday with a win in the Battle of the Bridges. All this, and we'll tell you whose season isn't over yet, coming up next on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy. I'm Kevin Shea alongside of Andy Lacombe. The Division IIA Super Bowl picture getting cleared up on this Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, 3 teams around. Happy Thanksgiving, first of all, Kevin. 3 teams around Leicester, Millbury, and Auburn. They all have big Thanksgiving Day rivalries. Let's get right to it.
We start with Millbury and Grafton. The Indians ready for the tilt. Pick it up in the third quarter. Millbury up 19-6. Jordan Bellevue going deep to Steve Rodriguez. Rodriguez hitting the button, spins into the end zone. Millbury increasing their lead to 25-6 on the next Grafton drive. Jamie Fry on the option. Appears to everyone that he handed off, but Fry still has the ball. One man to beat. He beats him 71 yards for the touchdown, cutting the Woolly lead to 25-14. But on the ensuing kickoff, Carlos Sanchez taking the kick from his own 21, finding a seam, punching on the afterburners, and he is gone. 79 yards to the house, 33-14 Millbury. They go on to win 40-22.
So Millbury would need Auburn to lose at Oxford. The Rockets band in hostile territory in the Pirates stands. Third quarter, it's 14-0 Auburn, and we welcome you to the Greg Welsh experience. Welsh rolling and running. The Auburn quarterback picks up a Rocket first down, and he gets all the way down to the Oxford 25-yard line. A couple plays later, and the Rockets moving. Welsh running the option, fakes the dive, and Welsh gets some good blocks coming up. Keith Taylor there, Andrew Abdurazak there. Welsh is into the corner of the end zone. They don't get the PAT, but Auburn's fired up anyway. 20-0 Rockets. Oxford trying to answer. Malachi Charbonneau screening out to Sean Grady, a kid who was on crutches just a couple of days ago. Grady's tough, he's a warrior, but he comes up short, and Auburn's defense holds on that possession, so the Rockets go to the area's leading rusher to close things out in the fourth quarter. Jake Girton, such quick feet. Girton going into the land of 6. Auburn wins the Bursett Trophy. Auburn wins 28-0.
Now, the Battle of Breezy Bend. If Leicester wins, they are in. That's it. Third quarter, Leicester up 14-zip. Wolverines looking for more. Nick Kuchar off tackle. Nick Kuchar into your living room and into the end zone. Add the PAT, 21-0 Wolverines. Fourth quarter, same score. Leicester knocking on the door. Coach Tim Griffiths going into his bag of tricks. Quarterback throwback. Andrew Cunningham to Mason Post. That is for a touchdown. Add the PAT, 28-0 Leicester. Leicester adding to their lead. Kuchar pounds it into the end zone. 35-0 Leicester. Prouty, a proud program going on a late march. Mike Fazio to Andy Clifford, and the Panthers are threatening. Couple plays later, Fazio showing off the arm. Beautiful ball, tight spiral. Clifford goes up and gets it in the end zone to make it 35-6, but Leicester is going to the Division IIA Super Bowl. They win it 35-6. Let's hear from the Wolverines.
We were a little pumped up because last year we lost on a fluke last play of the game. So this year we just wanted to come out and pay back for last year, I guess. And we needed to go to the Super Bowl too, so it was a huge game.
We just came out fired up, like Mace said, because of last year. It ended on a fluke play with 3 seconds left to go in the game. And everybody was still thinking about that, so we just had to come out thinking about that. And we had everybody we all know had the back of Super Bowl on the back of their mind, so that helped us out a lot.
2A is cleared up. We move on. Southbridge Bartlett, the VFW trophy up for grabs, protected by Bob Gunther and Richard Jakes of the Webster and Southbridge VFW posts, respectively. Scoreless game. First quarter. Bartlett, 3rd and long. Southbridge D attacks. Nick Power ties up Indians quarterback Sean Buckley, forces the intentional grounding penalty, ending Bartlett's possession. Southbridge now trying to put some things up on offense. Going forward on 4th and long. Jose Machado throwing. Knocked down, nearly intercepted by Rick Patriarca from Bartlett. The Indians defense stops Southbridge. Defenses ruling throughout the first half. Buckley looking to throw for Bartlett, looking for Ryan Pelletier. Pelletier drilled into the sidelines by Aaron Tetlow from Southbridge, but Bartlett gets the last laugh. They win 15-7. Shepherd Hill, Tantasco, packed house in Sturbridge for the Rams and the Warriors. This game tied at 8 at the half. Tantasco had it 1st and goal at the Rams 3-yard line. This is 4th and goal from the 1-foot line. The Rams defense bowing up. Is it a touchdown? No, the Rams defense holds. That's a big play at the time for Shepherd Hill, but the Hill fumbles away the next play. So Tantasco gets another shot, and Ryan DiGregorio, the big junior, muscling up from the quarterback position. He runs it into the end zone. Takes a good pop, 15-8 Warriors. Fourth quarter, Rams will answer in the red zone. John Palmer, simply irresistible, behind a big push. He's in for the touchdown.
That's
and the
terrible.
2. No 2, actually. 15-14 Tantasco, but Shepherd Hill offense keeps rolling. This time it's Ken Slick fighting off a tackler into the house. Add the 2. It's 22-15 the Hill. Tantasco fumbles the ensuing kickoff, so the Rams in business again. It's Dan Hicks this time. The senior fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 29-15 Shepherd Hill. Tantasco gets a late touchdown, but Shepherd Hill wins 29-22.
As it was everywhere, tough sledding up on the mountaintop that is Wachusett. Mountaineers in Holy Name. First quarter, no score. Holy Name punting. Pat Massey receiving. Gets behind the wall. Could he go? Massey upended at the 1-yard line. From there, Eric Cutler takes it in on the quarterback sneak. Running right out of the pile, it is 7-0 Mountaineers. Next Wachusett possession. Cutler firing to the end zone, hits John Valeri in stride. 14-0 Wachusett. The Mountaineers defense absolutely smothering. Jim Macera and friends hammering Anthony Fuller. Wachusett looking for more. On the doorstep. Cutler firing over the middle, and it is picked off by Brian Dick at his own 5-yard line. The Holy Name defense coming up big with their backs against the wall. Rob Day with another pick deep in his own territory, but it's not enough. Wachusett wins 37-0. The Red Sea at Fitton Field for St. John's and St. Peter Marion. Second quarter, 21-0 St. John's. SPM defense coming up big. They cause the fumble, and Mike Mitchell recovers. The Guardians defense with some very big plays on defense here. Patrick O'Keefe nails Eric Dixon. But third quarter, here come the Pioneers. Jim Savage weaving his way through the defense into the end zone. 28-0 St. John's. Next St. John's possession. Dixon on the QB sweep. Showing off his wheels, gets into the end zone. 35-0 St. John's. Mark Ozarowski wins the Corsac Award as the game's MVP. St. John's wins 35-0.
Westboro Algonquin Turf Edition. This is at Algonquin, Mawhinney Field. Beautiful place to play. First quarter, no score. Kevin Testa and the T-Hawks to Andy Reddington. Reddington making things happen. Got a chance to go, but he's run down inside the Westboro 20-yard line. Tomahawks coming up. Same drive, second quarter. Testa steps up, hits Reddington again, and Andy getting it done. Trickling in for the end zone. For the touchdown, it's 7-0 Algonquin. Second quarter, T-Hawks punting the snap over the punter's head. Here comes the rush. He gets the punt off, but Westboro will take over in excellent field position, and the Rangers capitalize. Connor Thompson won't be denied. Bulls his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Tied at 7 at that point, but Westboro wins 21-14.
You've got 2 minutes to get seconds of turkey and stuffing. We're back with more right after this. Thanksgiving Day football means tradition, and there is none more than the Battle of Bridges. You talk about a game steeped in tradition, it is that. Let's go inside the Northbridge locker room now and listen in on Rams assistant coach Ken Guerin.
We're going to go out there, and we're going to bang heads all over the field. Ah! No one is going to take my Turkey Day away. Seniors, it's your day. Let's go out there and put it
sorry.
There you go.
That's Northbridge, baby.
Northbridge Superintendent Henry O'Donnell. This is his last game as an administrator. First quarter, no score. Chris Damaris takes it in for Uxbridge. 6-0 Spartans. PAT was no good. Later in the first, Tim Carney back to pass. Flings it out to Josh Harris, and Harris running out of a tackle. Makes a move, he's gone 56 yards for the score, and Northbridge strikes back, taking a 7-6 lead. On the ensuing Uxbridge drive, Eddie Wizakirky fires, and he is picked off by Jimmy Carizzi, the co-captain, making the big play in his final game. And the offense would capitalize on the turnover. 8 plays later, Harris jumping the pile. He's upended, but lands in the end zone. 14-6 Northbridge. They win it 27-13.
Take it to the city, north and south. This is at Foley Stadium. Big inter-high game. First quarter, no score, South. Shane Swift picked off by North's Martell Hughes. And the Polar Bears setting up their offense. A couple plays later, North going to their Haas. Anthony Black. And Anthony Black's got clear sailing. Off to the races. He takes it to the house. Anthony Black, 6-0 Polar Bears. He is a human yardage machine. Still first quarter, North's offense backed up, goal line D. South makes the play. Jonathan Booker tackles in the end zone. Jonathan Booker makes the play for the safety, so it's 6-2, a baseball score for North. Second quarter, more North. Anthony Black. Plenty of open grass and mud ahead. Grass trucking. It's Black scoring 12-2 North at that point. North wins this one. They're going to a bowl 42-8.
And also went down
Leominster-Fitchburg, the 99th meeting on Turkey Day at Crocker Field in Fitchburg. First quarter, no score. Deshaun Perkins takes it in from a yard out. Conversion fails, 6-0 Fitchburg. Here comes Anthony Bazzotti and the Blue Devils. And now it is 7-6 Leominster. Third quarter action. Brian Rasuti to Matt Tebow for a 7-yard touchdown pass. 12-7 Fitchburg. And then Perkins takes the pitch, tacks on the 2-point conversion, 14-7 Red Raiders. But Leominster answers. Dean Boise going to Jonathan Hernandez. Hernandez makes a move, finds a seam, gone for the score, 43 yards. Conversion fails, 14-13 Fitchburg leads. 4 minutes to play in the ballgame. Adam Cordio putting the Blue Devils ahead for good, 17-yard TD. Leominster beats Fitchburg 19-14.
Big thanks to the Fitchburg Access folks there.
Huge help. Milford and Shrewsbury, third quarter, 9-6, Milford leading. Shrewsbury's Chris Abasha hit in the end zone, fumbles, recovers his own fumble for the touchdown, 12-9, Colonials with the lead. Shrewsbury going for 2. Michael D'Alessandro powering in, and Shrewsbury is up 14-9. Fourth quarter, Milford working the middle screen. Matt Messer has it and does the rest. Messer barrels in for the TD. They tack on the 2-point conversion, 17-14 Milford. Under 30 seconds to play. Fourth down, Abasha going for it all in the wind. Fires it deep. Off the fingertips of the wide receiver, and Milford wins it 17-14.
To the hinterland, second year of the Quabbin-West Boylston Turkey Day matchup. Look at the hairdo, the war paint and mohawk working on the Quabbin sidelines. And you know what? Quabbin comes out of the gate quick. Panthers, Dominic Palucci. Palucci, great outside speed. He's into the end zone. Quabbin going on top first, 7-0. West Boylston, no would answer. 30 yards out, Emil Aguanagu on the toss. Aguanagu goes in for 6 behind big Matt Johnson, who was a star of the Tohoto school play, by the way, along with Dave Buchanan, his teammate. Just a little side note there. West Boylston now 7-6, going for 2. Aguanagu again into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, makes it 8-7 Lions, but Quabbin wins 21-16.
North Middlesex and Neshoba, a barn burner in Townsend. First drive of the second half, Tim Kelleher to Tim Lane. That's a first down for the Patriots. Next play, Andrew Cutts gets the call. Andrew Cutts makes a cut. Andrew Cutts is into the end zone. Touchdown, North Middlesex up 27-20. Next drive, Neshoba answers right back. Ryan Aldrich going in for the score. PAT is good, so we're all tied up at 27. It's a brand new ball game. Chieftains driving. Aldrich Great run, breaking tackles, dragging defenders down to the 1-yard line. Garrett Jones would score on the QB sneak to put Neshoba up 33-27 in the fourth. Patriots coming right back. John Malcolm, say it, Lacombe.
In the middle.
With the TD run, and we're all tied up at 33. Are you kidding me? Malcolm going for his second TD of the half from 7 yards out to put North Middlesex up 39-33. That's how it ends. North Middlesex ends the year with a record of 8-3.
Blackstone, Valley Tech, and Hudson Catholic, they are flipping at the Morgan Bowl. Fourth quarter, 11-0 Valley Tech, and Lonnie Jackson looking for more. 25 yards right up the middle, and the Fighting Beavers are moving. Later in the drive, Tyler Reel connects with Chris Capistran, and Capistran 8 yards out for the touchdown. 17-0 Valley Tech. Hudson Catholic would answer immediately. James McGuire looking for Matt Papalia. When this one ends, it goes 67 yards for the touchdown. Tech on the 2 with 17-8 Beavers. Valley Tech looking to put things away, and they do. Reel and Capistran hook up again. This time it's for 40 yards. Look at the speed from Capistran. Valley Tech defeats Hudson Catholic 25-8. The Beavers fired up.
Air and Littleton pick it up in the first quarter. Air on the move. Jake Manning, he has been Mr. Offense for the Panthers this year, and he continues. He is spinning through tackles. He was knocked out of bounds just barely, though. Couple plays later, Manning gets the call again. Manning will not be denied. He's into the end zone. Tack on the 2-point conversion. Air's up 8-zip. Littleton offense, though, having some success early. Jim Gibbons with the big run into Panther territory. Looks like Littleton is going to get something going. Unfortunately, the drive would stall right there. So now he moves late second quarter. Who else? Jake Manning on the pitch. Taking it by the defense on the right side. Manning showing his speed, showing his strength. 50 yards for the touchdown. Air's up 16-0 after the conversion. They go on to win 31-14.
Hudson Marlboro, the city manager, Mike O'Brien and Marlboro preparing to battle the Hawks at Keller Field. Second play of the ballgame, Hudson's Eric Latska racing down the sideline, 65 yards. Look at Latska go, he's gone, right? Here comes the manager. The manager makes a couple of cuts, makes the shoestring tackle, and that's big. 4 plays later, Panthers holding Ryan DiGiacomo with the sack, and we're still scoreless at that point. Later, first quarter, Scott Duggan. Oh, Scott Duggan's into the end zone, 3 yards out. Add the point after, it's 7-0 Hudson. Here come the Panthers, though, in the first half. Brian Yurovich rumbles 31 yards, misdirection up the middle. He's dragged down. Hudson gets the better of it again this year. Hudson wins 21-14.
All right, game last night at the General's Den. It was Doherty and Burncoat. Tough sledding all night long, standing water on the field. Somehow both teams did hang on to the ball. Burncoat pulls out the win, 34-12. So they will now move on to the Super Bowl now. Here are all your scores from this Thanksgiving Day. Emotional day for the West Boylston football team, more so for their coaching staff. Mike Pucko telling his team after the game he is retiring as the head coach of West Boylston. they will certainly miss Mike Pucko. I mean, him and his staff, what they've done, they put in the weight room at the high school. He has put so much of his own money into that program, put so much of his time and effort into those kids. I mean, you talk about getting blood from a stone. Every coach you and I have talked to, Andy, this year has said, from Division I on down, Leominster John Dubzinski said, you know what? That West Boylston coach, he is without question the coach of the year. What he is doing, what he has done really the last 4 years down at West Boylston has been remarkable. He will be sorely missed. Mike Pucko, we salute you.
I think absolutely coach of the year. And, you know, his assistant George Cook, he's got a nickname, King George. He's been there 31 years. He's done all the fundraising. He's called by Coach Pucko the backbone of the football program. He's going to retire as well. And George Cook, we salute you as well on that staff at West Boylston, Kevin Shea. Again, just yeoman's work this year.
They will certainly be missed, and they're going to find it out next year over at West Boylston. Without Pucko, without Cookie, it's going to be a different program. We're going to time out. When we come back, we'll tell you all about the Super Bowl matchups, so stay with us. All right, let's take a look now at the Super Bowl matchups. Only one game hanging in the balance today. That was the Division IIA Super Bowl. The other one's predetermined. Here they are in Division I, Longmeadow, St. John's. That'll be played at Worcester State. Northampton, Wachusett is going to be out west in the Division IA Super Bowl. Division II at Worcester State. Burncoat in for the second straight year. They will take on St. Joseph's.
2A, the Leicester Wolverines are going, and those games are being played out west at Roberts Stadium in Holyoke. A little bit different, not at Springfield College this year. Leicester Greenfield. Division III is Maher versus Lunenburg, and then the North High Polar Bears back at Worcester State 3A will take on Pathfinder in the bowl.
What you get here is you get a couple teams with Burncoat and with Wachusett back-to-back. These teams know what to expect. They've been there. North is kind of very similar as well because the North Polar Bears were in it 2 years ago. Guys like Alex Orton, their quarterback, he was a starter in that game. So look for the North Polar Bears, certainly Wachusett and Burncoat again, to play with a lot of poise and a lot of composure. And
St. John's is back. John Andrioli is back with St. John's. They're back in the bowl situation. Longmeadow's a team that's always there. Longmeadow is always there in Division I in Western Mass. And look at that Wachusett game also, Kevin Shea. That's a rematch, and there was a lot of kind of chatter before that game between the two schools, or at least coming from out west, so it should be interesting again.
Certainly should. We certainly have a powerful lineup if you look at the Central Mass representatives in the Super Bowl this year. One more break. Andy and I will be back to wrap it all up and give out our Man of the Match awards right after this. All right, Central Mass Champions debuts Friday, December 10th at 7:30 p.m. It is our 1 hour look at the fall high school sports season. Now it's time for our Man of the Match awards. My Man of the Match goes to the Leicester offensive and defensive lines. They knew what was at stake today. They carried the Wolverines to victory.
And they're going to a bowl. I have co-MVPs on Thanksgiving Day. The first is Tyler Reel from the Blackstone Valley Tech Beavers. 3 touchdown passes for Reel. Dominic Palucci from Quabbin. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. 2 big-time performances from young kids today.
And we got to give MVPs to our entire crew who gave up a hot Thanksgiving Day meal to go out and shoot the games and bring you all the highlights. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving Day.